General Hospital July sweeps 2025. Explosions, betrayals, and resurrections rock Port Charles. Port Charles won't know what hit it this July. As the summer heat intensifies, secrets erupt, alliances collapse, and shocking returns turn lives upside down. These General Hospital July sweep spoilers will leave you breathless. From devastating heartbreak to sinister comebacks, here's everything fans can expect this explosive month. Carly Spencer is at the center of a swirling storm. After months of holding Port Charles together amid Jason's return and Sonny's legal woes, Carly finally buckles under pressure. At the Metro Court, during a high-profile charity gala, Carly collapses, shocking everyone. Doctors at GH initially fear a neurological event, but it turns out something far more terrifying is at play. Carly's been poisoned. Who would want to target Carly? The answer may lie in a familiar, ghostly face, Nellie Benson. Or, at least, someone claiming to be her. July sweeps reveal a woman going by the name Ella arrives in Port Charles, bearing a striking resemblance to Nellie. Is she a long-lost twin? A surgically altered imposter? Or did Nellie actually survive her fall? Jason is forced into a terrifying position, protect Carly while digging into the woman's identity. But the clock is ticking. Carly's condition worsens, and without answers, she may not make it to August. Michael Corinthos has walked a delicate line between his father's legacy and his own ambitions, but that line finally snaps. After bribing a judge in Willow's custody case and lying to his wife, everything he built starts to unravel. In a jaw-dropping courtroom scene, Willow discovers the bribery plot, courtesy of a recording mysteriously sent to her phone. The judge recuses herself. The case is reopened, but the damage is done. Heartbroken and furious, Willow moves out, taking Amelia and Wiley with her. Michael spirals, turning to Drew for support, but Drew has secrets of his own. Expect courtroom fireworks, emotional devastation, and a public confrontation at Sonny's next family gathering, where Willow slaps Michael across the face in front of the entire Corinthos clan. Drew Cain has long stood as a moral compass, but July exposes just how tarnished he's become. A major storyline will center on Tracy Quartermaine revealing damning documents showing Drew falsified investor reports to protect Aurora stock from crashing amid insider trading rumors. The SEC launches an investigation. Brooke Lynn is devastated, Ned is livid, and Tracy disowns Drew again. But worst of all, Scout finds out. In a heartbreaking scene, Scout confronts her father, demanding to know if everything he taught her about honesty was a lie. Sam, trying to comfort their daughter, leans on Jason, and sparks begin to fly. Fans of Christina and Blaze will face a heart-wrenching arc as Christina discovers a file Sonny kept hidden, one that names Blaze's father as a confidential informant who helped put mobsters behind bars. Christina is torn. Her loyalty to Sonny conflicts with her love for Blaze, and the revelation could destroy their future. Blaze, meanwhile, feels betrayed by both Christina and the man who once tried to have her mother deported. During a fiery confrontation, Blaze ends the engagement and storms out of Port Charles. But July sweeps hints at a twist. Blaze may be pregnant, and only Lucy Coe knows the truth. As Brennan tightens his grip on Port Charles from the shadows, Anna Devane goes on the offensive, revealing she's been building a covert task force outside the WSB. Their mission? Take Brennan down once and for all. But Anna's trump card isn't just strategy, it's family. In a mind-blowing July reveal, Anna has a son, a child she believed was stillborn during her time in Buenos Aires. Now a grown man in his 30s, he goes by the codename Salisky. Salisky arrives in Port Charles under the guise of working with the PCPD, but his true purpose is vengeance. Against Brennan. And possibly against his own mother. Trina and Kai's rushed wedding on Spoon Island becomes the setting of this July's biggest shock. The ceremony begins sweetly, with Spencer still presumed dead. But midway through, the doors slam open, and Spencer Cassadine returns. Alive, scarred, and angrier than ever. Spencer accuses Kai of using Trina, revealing ties to Brennan's network and implicating Kai in espionage. Trina is devastated. She demands the truth, and Kai confesses. The wedding is called off in front of the guests. Trina collapses in tears. But the biggest surprise? Spencer proposes, right there, surrounded by chaos. Trina, still in shock, whispers, "Yes." Brooklyn Quartermain. Port Charles
now
will be buzzing with wedding whiplash, begins an affair with Jagger for war, secretly working for the feds once more. What starts as flirtation quickly becomes manipulation as Jagger convinces her to leak internal ELQ documents to help build a RICO case against Sonny. Lois Chiarullo, returning in a recurring role, warns her daughter that she's playing with fire. July sweeps reveal Brooklyn will be exposed, not by Jagger, but by Gio. In an emotional scene, Gio finds the files and realizes Brooklyn was using him to get closer to Sonny's operation. Furious and heartbroken, Gio disappears. Brooklyn tries to save him, but may already be too late. Nina Reeves tries desperately to win Willow's forgiveness. She offers her stake in Crimson and sells her half of the Metro Court to Carly, finally giving up the one thing she clung to in defiance. Willow is touched but still hesitant. Meanwhile, Nina's past crimes come back with a vengeance. A whistleblower inside the SEC leaks documents showing Nina was originally the source who tipped off authorities about Drew's insider trades. She's still under federal scrutiny, and now Michael has leverage. Desperate, Nina turns to Ava, but Ava's got secrets of her own. She's harboring Mason, the man who helped kidnap Avery, and he's threatening to take her daughter again unless Ava does one last job. Liz Weber is stunned when she receives a letter from Shady Brook revealing Jeff Weber's will has been unsealed. The contents? He fathered another child during his disappearance. That child is in Port Charles and has no idea of the connection. The child turns out to be none other than Cody Bell. At first, neither wants to believe it, but DNA confirms it. Liz now has a half-brother, and Cody, still in love with Sasha, must come to terms with this unexpected identity crisis. The revelation could bring the Weber family closer, or destroy them entirely. Sonny Corinthos is finally cornered. His enemies have grown stronger, his allies fewer. Jason, unsure whether to stay loyal. Carly poisoned.
Michael estranged.
Christina grieving. Ava blackmailed. Nina exposed. Brick disappears. And then the bombshell. Dante arrests Sonny. Not for a mob crime, but for obstruction of justice after helping to conceal evidence related to Brennan's operation. As Sonny is dragged out of the Metro Court in cuffs, the Corinthos legacy crumbles. But not everyone is celebrating. Olivia Falconeri confronts Dante, demanding to know why he humiliated his father publicly. Sonny sits in a holding cell, alone, forgotten, and haunted by a question. Was it all worth it? July ends with a bang as 5 legacy characters return. Morgan Corinthos, presumed dead. Morgan returns with no memory but a gun in his hand. Lucky Spencer, back from Africa, carrying news that could change Laura's life forever. Helena Cassadine, her voice echoes across Windmere, suggesting she's not quite as dead as we thought. Britt Westbourne, with Liesl's help, Britt escapes captivity, ready to reclaim her son Gio. Lulu Spencer wakes from her coma after Charlotte makes a mysterious deal with Victor's lawyer. July sweeps 2025 on General Hospital promises to be an emotional roller coaster. Every character is being tested. Secrets will come to light. Relationships will end. And new alliances will reshape Port Charles forever. Whether you're rooting for a Corinthos comeback, a Cassadine collapse, or a Spencer resurgence, one thing is certain. No one escapes July unscathed.
Stay tuned.
The heat is just beginning.